I am Kevin Ioli. Welcome to Yahoo Sports. And on Saturday, she is back, and she's back in the bantamweight division. Amanda Nunes, the greatest women's fighter in the world, will return to take on Julianna Peña at UFC 269. Joining me right now is Amanda. Amanda, big one, first time in a while in a bantamweight division. What's this going to be like? A little different for you?
I'm very excited. Honestly, for so long, being a strict diet. So that was a very good motivation to get back, my body the way I like to be. So I'm very excited.
The concern, I guess, that anybody, when people match this fight up, that's the concern. What Amanda is going to show up in the fight, because it has been a while since you fought at this weight class. As you're a couple of days away from getting into the cage, do you feel like your body has responded? I know you haven't made the weight cut yet, but you're taking it, you're moving down. Do you feel like your body's responded and you'll be able to be what you were before at bantamweight?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my body being 135, my body know how to recover pretty well, how to train, still keep the power and everything. So, and the diet was pretty good, the training too. So everything come together pretty well, like always. And yeah, the motivation is still the same too. I'm hungry still. So I feel like all these together, I'm like stronger than ever.
And I hear your baby Reagan in the background. So she's joining us again, which is always good. Julianna has been kind of really, her comments almost bordered on cocky, and she was in a couple of her interviews, saying, you were ducking her when you had to pull out of the fight when it was previously scheduled. Are you angry at that? I mean, is it bothering you that you're hearing her talk about you that way?
No, actually, this is not, it's true what she say, how I'm talking nobody. That is it's not true. And when she say all those things, it's bad for her, because all you guys know, you guys know things first than I sometimes, you know what I mean? So I feel like she's the one being delusional about it, the whole situation.
Once in a while, you see fighters. Muhammad Ali famously did this with other boxers. When he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, not everybody would call him Muhammad Ali. Some people called him Cassius Clay, and he got mad and he punished fighters who wouldn't call him Ali. Given that she's been kind of trash talking you and saying you were ducking and everything, do you think you might do a similar thing? Do you think you maybe make it a little bit extra tough? Honestly,
I feel happy with everybody, You always want to shut down the mouth. We're happy with everybody,
Right.
Happy with everybody. So with me, it's not different, for sure. I think what she's doing right now, always spend half of her energy,
Mm-hmm.
So because that nothing's gonna change the result, My hand is gonna be raised Saturday. I'm 100% sure. So I feel like as long as she talk, spend all that energy before, is accept to her. And honestly, I didn't even see anything she say. Only if it should, when I'm through the internet, if show up in any moment, okay, I see. But I don't really see most of the things she talk about me. Honest. I feel like only you guys know this. Everybody say oh, she talking about, she really do. I didn't even see anything. But
we're all battlefield. We're just trying to get people fighting.
But this is her. If you look up, this is her personality, how she is and who she is. She's not being fake. This is how Julianna is. This is her personality. You know what I mean? She's not changing anything. This is how she is.
Obviously she's a good fighter. And so, what do you think she brings to the table? What are the biggest things that concern you about her game?
Honestly, concerning about her game, nothing. I'm going to be honest with you, because everything about her game, I seen before,
Mm-hmm.
Everything, tough girls, I beat the most tough girl like many times, you know, even her training partner, best friend, you know, have the same kind of, the same style. Actually, I see Misha Tate fighting, I see Julianna Peña fighting. They are pretty much the same fighter. How they think is the same, how they fight the same. So, and they train together before, and you know what I mean? Like it's something that I already see all my opponents do the same mistakes, think exactly how Julianna think right now, and I beat all of them, and I will beat Julianna Peña.
I want to ask you this from an all-time perspective. You know, obviously what you've done, you know, you'll be in the Hall of Fame someday for what you've accomplished. But, you know, there was a bunch of you fighters, DC, yourself, Conor McGregor, I forget who else was in that mix, but Henry Cejudo that won multiple belts. But you have gone out and been going back and forth defending them. Like when there's the competitor in you, when you look at those guys, and most of them didn't really defend the other titles, and you've defended both multiple times. Do you think that separates you from them and puts you on top of that list?
Yeah, for sure. And I keep doing. It's not something that I like. I did more than them, and I move forward, you know. I feel like for sure I should be on top of it. This game, like all the way, because I still doing, and I still hold it both belt.
Sure.
And up and down in the very amazing performance. I feel like for sure I'm in the first place.
I want to ask you one thing about the featherweight belt, because, you know, Dana's on record as saying, you know, you basically control the featherweight division, and whatever Amanda wants to do is what's going to happen to the featherweight division. So do you feel any pressure to say, I want to keep the featherweight title so that those other girls that are fighting at featherweight will keep their jobs and not have to, you know, to leave the promotion?
You know, like it's open, you know, as long as I'm like still like want to fight, it's gonna be open, you know, like because I hold the two belts. If I stop right now, say like, oh, I'm not gonna do it featherweight anymore, and I still doing bantamweight. So, you know, like I got two. Why not defend both? Leave it open, and yeah, I think like that is gonna be open for a while until I retire. I feel like I have a lot of many fighters still working, still wanna, you know, be in the UFC, and I will be there to defend that belt.
Two other questions I want to ask you. How are you different at bantamweight than you are at featherweight? Are you a different fighter at bantamweight than you are at feather?
I feel like the weight's different, you know. If I'm eating, you know, I just think about training and that's it. And I feel like you feel more comfortable when you like eating normal and I need to do extra work to lose that weight. But and I feel like it's not that you're more powerful, of course, because you have everything you want, like all the you don't cut down any nutrients in anything, so your body's like full loaded, and you just like training. So, but like I feel very well in both division. Now I feel fast, I feel strong, and in the 135 is not different. You know, the only thing is like I have to lose weight, something a lot of people don't like to do, and I don't like it.
Amanda, what do you think you'll weigh when you get into the ring? Like, how much weight will you add after the weigh-in, and what do you normally weigh on a fight night when you're fighting at featherweight?
135 usually I go back to 150.
150.
Yeah, it's my normal way that I like to training when I go down to 135. So I feel like it's good, powerful. And on 145, usually I go up to 160.
Okay, got it. Interesting. So
yeah, I don't like to stay too heavy. That's not gonna help anything.
Because that slows you down.
So I would like to stay, in a good way. My body still keep moving and strong.
And finally, I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, but with your friend and training partner Kayla Harrison being a free agent, maybe signing the UFC, could you ever, see yourself fighting her? Would that be a fight you would take? Because a lot of people, because she's so decorated, 2 Olympic gold medals and everything, want to see you guys fight, and she's been so dominant. Would you fight her if that came up?
It's pretty good, except UFC. Honestly, like we already talk about this in my other fights. She already talked about. Everybody know what we think. This is very professional. Kayla is a very good training partner. So like we are very good friends too. Like, but we both very professional. It's like except UFC.
To UFC. So you, from your standpoint, if they ask you, you'll do it.
I'm the champion. Like
Okay.
this is the question you asked to somebody hold the belt. Like who step in front of you, you gotta defend.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, Julianna Peña is in front of you on Saturday. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday night after that fight. Good luck to you, Amanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.